talking about stories. Brian, you have no interesting stories? I don't really have any.
I'm
Alex,
trying
did
to
I
think. I
tell
don't have
you
any.
about my dresser injury?
No.
No, I want to hear this.
I didn't?
I want to hear this.
Brian, I'm pretty sure you already know about this. First house that we moved into, right? First house. I was chilling, right, bro? Alex and Sean were playing around, right? I was behind Sean trying to play around with
Wait,
them, have some fun.
Alex and Sean
I meant to say Allie and Sean. They were
and
playing
me.
around.
You said
No,
me.
did I say Brian and Alex?
Yeah.
What?
No, you said
No,
Brian and Sean.
I meant to say. Okay, so first house to move into, Allie and Sean were playing around. Sean was trying to push open Allie's door,
But dad
and
doesn't like.
I was right
Lucky.
behind Allie. I mean, I was right behind Sean, and
Yahoo. I don't have one.
I was right behind Sean, and then he backs me up.
But
He hits me back, and like, I go back, and I feel my heel hit the corner of a dresser that was just sitting in the middle of these two hallway
no,
things.
you don't put there. You just name the profile.
And then I started walking, and it was like hurting, so I was like limping, and I was like, Sean, does this look okay? He looked at it, and he was like, yeah, it's
That's
fine.
just the name for the profile. You're just creating a name, and then you can do
Alex,
like the
can I
email
just
stuff.
like explain this story?
So go ahead and just
So,
press triangle. Yeah. Okay.
okay, ready? Okay, so I back up. He pushes me back a little bit. I feel my heel hit the dresser. I still have this scar to this day, by the way. And then I fall back, and I was like, ow, that hurt, and I limped across this carpet. And then when I was limping across this carpet, I sat down. I grabbed the remote. The TV was not turning on, so I was and then I looked at the carpet and I saw blood, and I was like, okay, that's not very good. So when the TV was not turning on, and I also saw the blood in the carpet, I get up, and when I get up, I look right down. I look straight down. So I look down, and there's just a pool of blood around. Jesus Christ. I'm explaining the story. There's so many interruptions.
Don't think I watch that.
Okay, let me restart the story. Let me restart.
Oh.
Okay, bro, it's just, there's so many freaking interruptions.
Press circle.
Okay, so what happened? Alex, what are you doing?
Some of them are on there, some of them are not.
Alex. Okay, forget it. So, yeah, so I looked down, there was just a pool of blood. And then, Alex, did you even hear my entire story that I just said? Cool. She's definitely listening. So, and then I get up, and then I didn't really cry, it just hurt a lot. Because once I noticed that it was like bleeding and it was bad, I just started.
Let me shut the door, turn the light.
And I was like, and then I went into the garage / Morgan's room, and I just.
Oh, I remember that house.
And then I screamed because it hurt, and there was a band-aid over it. And that was basically it. And then for some reason, Morgan was telling Sean and Allie not to come out and look. Don't understand why.
I remember that house.
Me, that nigga.
Alex, did you even hear the story that I just said?
I've heard what you were talking about, sire. I just didn't want to listen. I'm kidding. I was talking about mom.
Did you hear me though?
No, nigga.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I heard your story. How you smacked into a tree.
I didn't hit a tree. What?
Use the bench. Get a black elderly lady and she fucked you up. She was like.
Morgan was the only one there, so I just freaking.
I got a story. It's also an injury story.
I don't even like tomatoes.
So what happened was, I had a dirt bike, right? I just cool.
And my dad was
Dirt
like,
bike.
Alex, listen, we're trying to explain the stories.
And
Like,
so
sorry to
I loved it,
talking
right?
constantly. Okay, so
I'd go
friend
fast a
two.
lot on the story, right? I mean, on
Yeah.
the break. And my
Yeah.
dad decided to send it to brakes or something. And I was pulling into Nana's driveway. This
Yeah.
one, they lived in that one house in front of the cul-de-sac
Right, Nikki?
I
with
know
the garden
exactly what you're
behind,
talking about.
with
I
the
don't
garden
at
behind the
all,
house,
but like, okay,
with the
what do you
garden
mean?
behind, with the garden
Right.
behind the house and that giant patio.
I don't really
Right.
understand what you're talking about, but I'll just
Anyway,
act like I do.
so I sped into the driveway, hoping
Yeah.
to slam on the brakes and park. Right,
Nigga.
my brakes stopped working and I ran straight into the back of a car.
Jesus. Bro, one time, do you know how scared of dogs I was when I was younger? There was this big dog that would bark no matter what, which would give me pressure. Bro, this dog was eyeing me down and started sprinting at me because this dad was like, I'm just gonna loosely hold this dog. The dog ran out of his hands and then zoomed towards me.
You
And then
shouldn't
I
run.
was on my scooter, right? This wasn't, I don't even think this was
He was
my
on a
scooter.
scooter, bro.
Shut
He
up.
vibing with
Okay,
that
I was like
scooter.
7. Okay, chill me. So I was on the scooter. I was doing it, bro. I was running. I
80 in
was
the school zone
zooming.
scooter.
And then I was like, okay, the way that I stopped on a scooter, I didn't use brake. I just jumped off of it and I ran on the ground and then tried to stop it. Yeah. What? What? Okay. So when I was running to try and stop it, I thought, with my big brain calculations, I thought I was closer to the car, so I would just hit the back of the car and it would stop me. But I was heavily wrong and I was too far back. I was going so fast that when I jumped off, I just instantly went to the ground and I scraped my elbow and like I think my knees were broken. I didn't break them. I was just saying that they
So one
hurt a
time,
lot.
I was dummy little, right? I was like 8.
You were
And
gummy little? Like, you like retarded ESC kind of little?
yes, and and I was at my other grandma's house. We spent the night over there, and it was morning.
Touch
Mind
your
you,
grandmother like that?
man. We were just outside. Me and the message outside. Me and Kaylee Mass and Chloe wasn't born yet, and we see a little frog jumping along the way.
Was it born?
Jumping along the way, right?
Okay.
And our grandfather said, hey, that's a tree. That's like a normal tree frog. And we followed it, and for some reason, me and my sisters grabbed large tree branches and beat it to death.
Nigga.
Are you okay?
Bro, my Kaylee grabbed a palm tree branch and went whoosh.
Nigga.
Bro, it was funny.
Okay, what other
You
stories do we
overlord
got?
that shit.
Alex, you have to have some stories.
I'll
So I
escort
got
that
into
frog.
this wreck 3 days ago.
What?
What?
I was impersonating you, but because what you're probably about to say.
Fucking what, mate?
Bro, we gotta get Sean in here.
I mean, Alex, tell your stories. Before I karate chop you, homie.
Hey, Alex,
What?
tell the story of how you got that scar on your head.
Yeah, it's cool and all, nigga, but nobody really asked.
I did.
It's true, he did indeed.
Jay, did you notice that scar on his head, right?
I don't really pay attention to his
Why,
forehead.
bro?
Sorry about that.
Bro, I'll tell you the story, in my perspective.
Oh, you were there. Oh, so you probably did it.
But before that. So what happened was, me and my class is an elementary school, 4th grade. Hey, Sean, how's it going? We telling stories. What?
Why did Sean just join the party? That was the most random thing ever. Okay, more stories.
I gave my grandma my RNH. The very next day, she was this year, I booked.
Okay, so
Alright, so here's my story of Alex getting that scar.
Which
Man,
one?
The one on your the one where you ran into the brick pillar.
on your big forehead.
Oh, at elementary school?
Yes!
It's not there anymore.
What? Okay, listen.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. It healed.
Okay, so me and my class were walking out of the lunchroom, right? I had to go to the bathroom. And they were walking and I had to stop and use the bathroom. And I came out and my class was gone, obviously. They ain't gonna wait for me. Bro, I walk out and there's 3 teachers standing on a brick pillar. I'm saying, hey, what's going on over there? I walk over to the giant puddle of, like, blood. Bro. Like, I'm talking massive, bro.
Oh, this thing is leaking, bro. Oh my god. Get
Alex
this
was
thing
nowhere
out.
in sight. I walk into my class, everyone is crying. I'm like, hey, yo, who died? They're like, hey, Alex hit the pole. Alex was being retarded and hit a pole. Broke his head in half,
I wasn't
man.
being retarded. I was talking to the girl behind me, and the teacher was all like, "Nigga, face forward." I was like, "Okay," and I did that, and I was like, I did 200 crit damage to my head.
One tap, bro.
Critical. KO.
Bro.
I'm anxiously waiting for my furnace.
A blast
A
furnace.
furnace that has a melting point of like 2100 degrees.
Alex when he runs
2600.
straight. Alex when he runs head first at Mach 5 into that brick pole.
I don't get how that makes you guys laugh, honestly. It's not a freaking blast
Fuck
furnace.
else am I gonna do with it?
You can make a thermonuclear bomb.
We're handling molten metal.
He is like, I
Who the
think
fuck-
he said he has like 40
Yeah.
pounds of freaking lead on his way.
No, the thermite is gonna be a different
No,
project,
50
and then I'm gonna have
pounds of wood.
dry ice and liquid nitrogen.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool.
You're kidding, bro.
Melt and refine metal, make Nordic gold, everything. Make jewelry, you fucking bot. Thank you. Wow. No way. I can make anything you want me to.
Make a karambit for me.
I think that's
need
literally
them
all
all.
me and Brian want. Honestly, it's just a karambit.
Sean, got any funny stories in your life?
I think Sean should have some. I'm trying to remember some. But like, he's the one who has the brain of his own, so like, I sort of...
I have a story. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
When I was a young boy, my father sent me to the city to join a marching band.
It's to see a marching band.
Stop. I thought it was to join the Black
It's my
Parade.
story, dude. How are you gonna tell my story? The fuck?
No, listen. Just say actual stories. Don Boosies.
That was some good water.
Say your story.
I don't have a story.
What do you mean you don't have a story? You are 17 and you don't have a single story.
I'm 18 now. It feels like I'm 17 still. I know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I
no.
just...
Oh, I had a story in my head. Oh no, I remember this story. Okay, so quite a suspendous day. It happened in Little Gibson, October 22nd, exactly. Me and my friend Michael were. I just got back from having the flu. Me and my friend Michael were vibing on the front bench. I had my bench. I had my blue 20-ounce can monster, right? Vibing, right? So everyone's vibing in the front. Everything's cool. We hear a loud pops, right?
Okay.
I'm like,
School shooting
oh,
story
that's
28.
nothing. I'm like, oh, that's nothing. And keeps going and going, and then ends up. Well, the lady thought it was a school shooter, so everyone just darts in, and I was gone. I'm like,
Okay, so keep on with the story. What happened?
yeah, that's about it.
What?
Pretty sure Alex got shot though.
So when I was in I believe it was 10th grade. When I was in 10th grade, science biology. I had fart spray. I bought the fart spray from South Carolina, Mad Hatter. Additor.com, because I can only get it
I
there.
remember this.
I took fart spray and I sprayed it along the halls. And
Yeah.
one day, I took it was a bag, and you could pop. It was like a little, like you know those like Alka-Seltzer tablets. Yeah, you put them in water, all like, yeah, they bubble up like soda. Anyway, it's that in there, but it's like it smells like complete buku shit. And when you pop that little bag, like the water packet in there, it fizzes up, making that smell when it pops. You know, it goes. I did that. The smell lingered for about 15 minutes. The deans came in here and they were like, they were trying to accuse somebody. And it was me, of course. Nobody found out it was me. They were expelling the person, but we had one dean who I kind of didn't like because he just favored people and getting in trouble. But he came in, he was like Mr. Campbell. Mr. Campbell came in, he was a fat black dude. Well, I don't know, I take that back. But anyway, he was very hefty.
Very hefty man.
Very hefty.
Very hefty man. And my boy here, he came in, he was like, why is it every time I come out of office, it smells like shit always? He got so pissed, bro. Like, pissed. Like, he was mad. And he was like, if I find somebody, I'm expelling them. And I kept a straight face. No one stitched on me. Not a single person. Nobody knew what I was doing.
What about the
three
person who got in
amigos.
trouble? Did they snitch on you?
I would have been expelled. I did it again in my 11th grade. They then caught me. They thought of no correlation of me doing it last year, but a senior snitched on me because
Imagine,
she
bro.
saw it in my bag. It's like, oh, were you the one doing that? You know what, man? I'm like, why does it? You're a senior. What are you trying to play hall monitor for? So that was that.
John, didn't
Okay,
say,
lame ass
didn't
nigga.
say
Sean, you got another story better than mine, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, do you have a better story?
So I was in Vietnam, right, and this nigga came up on me.
So I'm chilling in Iraq, right? With the homies, we're like chilling, right?
Bro, this frog came up on me with a fucking nade, right? This frog got C4 strapped to his fucking poison gland on his cheek and shit. This nigga said ribbit and we blew up.
Yep. Sean, I can't hear you.
Does Dade have to get off?
No, we're just talking.
I got a story. I got a story. So one time, me and my pals got together. Right, we found a helpless frog in the street. We tied a bunch of balloons around it and let it go.
He also
It was funny. Then we found a lizard and did the same thing.
Oh my god.
So last year, 4th of July, bought some decently big fireworks. I'm talking about like the bottle rockets. So a day previously before 4th of July, I killed a rat, very baby one. So I took painter's tape and I strapped that bitch to the fucking firework and I lit it. And there it went to the stratosphere, never to return.
We're just laughing.
Nigga died. He's like. So I believe it was like 2016. It was fun. I had M80s because they were around back then. I had those, and I thought it was fun to take a frog and take tape, and strap it to it, and put it somewhere. And so I did. And what happened? This nigga blew up and just I don't know how you could describe it, but how do I describe something like completely just went everywhere? So I took up a balloon, right? Like if you took up a balloon and you just you popped it and everything went everywhere, right? But now this one, The neighbor got a new mailbox. Yeah. That shit was
Okay, so I got one.
decayed organs
I got
of
one.
frogs
So
in there.
there was a I was riding my bike, right, and I had the cards and the stokes on my bike, so like a motorcycle. I thought it was cool. That was a cool thing back then, right? I've got the water bottle or cards.
1980s.
And bro, there was a crippled lizard in the road,
Crippled
right?
lizard.
So I'm like, hey yo, watch this.
This nigga, yo.
I ran it over at like Mach 5.
Mach 5.
No, I'm not. I'm talking.
This nigga's dead, dude. Just on the ground.
He was so flat, bro.
This nigga's flesh.
Like a piece of cheese floating in tomato soup.
Cheese touch.
We buy some DVDs and they shoot me. So I put on like 5 layers of jacket. 50 meters away.
With amazing accuracy.
Dad, fuck y'all.
What are you doing?
Oh yeah, I remember that's the metal DVD.
Me and my brother did the absolute same thing. We had the Pennymatic rifles where you can, previously pump them over and over again and create such a air. And so our dumbasses were like, yeah, it's okay to do this. So he put sand from the ground into the fucking barrel, right? Because I did it to him. We wanted to see what it hurt. So I didn't give him the okay, and this nigga shot my calf muscle, just straight peppered my shit. It looked like someone took a cheese grater and ran that shit across my skin.
Bro.
There I was, bleeding down my fucking calf muscle, peppered the fuck up. My dad, we were shooting BBs, right, and he accidentally shot me in my calf muscle. That shit bounced right the fuck back off. I was like, what? Like, because I was stepping and he shot me in my leg, and it, like, by accident. And it just went, just left like a little dent. Oh, so there's like a little story to my arm, actually. I don't know if you guys ever picked up those fucking beetles with like the jaws.
Yeah. Oh yes.
You picked them up like weaver beetles in the wood.
Dude,
I put that little nigga on my arm, right? And there he lies on my arm restlessly. He got pissed off, right? Took his jaws, pinched my skin, and now I look at my skin. It's still there. I'll show y'all tomorrow where he left this indent where his jaw just slowly sank into my skin. Lifelessly as I sat there taking the fucking L from a beetle, dog.
Bro, so this is one.
Take no shit for the answer, bro. I'll tell you, beetles are ruthless.
So I'm pretty sure God wanted to kill me these times. It's multiple stories. And what happened was the first time I was around 11, 12 years old, right? Me, my dad, and Uncle Dave were all fishing on a beach, right? Clear sky, alright, it was all vibing, and then the storm comes. We were packing up, right? We get under the tree, lightning strikes the tree. I'm talking, I am gone. I'm from there, 2 miles away to the car. Flash, I'm there. I'm just like, hey yo, let's get out of here, bro. Alright, and then
0.6 nanoseconds to the fuck.
bro. And then this happened at Lake Gibson, 10th grade. It was storming, and I had to walk to my grandma's. She wasn't live that far, and I'm the only one walking, and this telephone pole next to me just gets absolutely obliterated by this lightning strike. I'm like,
Okay.
and then
Say a
I run to my
story.
friend Homer, right? My friend Homer, he's sitting out there waiting for his sisters to get in the car. And I'm like, hey, might let me in? He's like, yeah, sure, just get in. I'm like screaming at him because far away, and lightning strikes another tree I am under.
He's trying to deliver the energy, dog.
One
He's trying to vibe with you. Just
I'm like, oh.
that's what we call it here in America, vibing.
In the first house that we moved into one time, I was chilling with Morgan because I'm a big baby boy, and I was scared that a tsunami.
He wanted
was
them giant. He wanted them honk donks. He wanted them honk donks,
I
bro.
hate you so
Stop.
much.
What is that?
Okay, so yeah,
That's his cousin, dog.
Listen,
That's kind of nasty.
That's his sister, bro.
It's your sister.
It's my half sister.
That's your half sister. Listen,
Oh, it's free then.
yo, listen. We know that you think Morgan's like thick out here on Thursdays, all that ass, but like, I mean, listen, God. I don't even fucking say that in your mom, dog. Like, all rights reserved. Like, low key.
Okay, so guys,
For
can I
real.
explain my story?
Why?
He was trying to get some milk.
Tell me. Hold up. Let me hold on, dog. Let me. No.
Oh my god.
I have to do something.
I'm just trying to sing my story, man. Like, honestly. Okay, so I was chilling. I was. Could you guys like stop? Honestly, I just want to see my story. Okay, so I was chilling, right? Sean. Stop.
This nigga really read my shit.
So I was chilling, right? And then I was like stupid. That's not correct. So basically, I was like scared that a tsunami was gonna happen. This is when I was like really. If you shut up. Okay, so there's a giant storm right now, bro. I was chilling, like literally as I was like actually not being good. Super sad. Definitely not crying. I was crying a lot because I thought a tsunami was gonna hit. But so I was chilling, and then like, bro, right out of Morgan's window, you can see the lightning strike hit right out of it.
Or you can see her nipple pop out of her. Talking about Morgan?
Yes.
There's a super small
I just talk about your
window.
sister like that. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
a super small window.
That is
Especially
Dave.
David.
I like
That
how,
is Dave. That's
I
pretty
like how
weird, bro.
Alex was against
Yeah, but
doing
David,
this
y'all all
joking.
have the same last
And then
name.
he
You
just
guys are
starts
correlated in one way.
Not when I die.
Brian Sean doesn't have the same last name.
But still, though, I mean, listen, like, you really like out here talking about how thick she is. It's kind
Bro,
of.
it was a joke, though.
No, it
I
wasn't.
don't think it's a joke.
Same here. Brian.
Talking
It
how
was,
bad
but-
she looks in those black spandex. I know you.
Oh, what?
David, whoa.
Oh, okay, let's
Thick
calm down.
as shit.
Dave, Sean, let's not
I
do that.
hear all that ass, Dave.
I ain't about that. I'm trying to get my own girl.
What's Dave Morgan? Imagine. Gilbert.
Alright, I got a story. So one day, my father said a funny joke, right?
And that's
And-
sexual.
No, my Uncle Dave wanted to repeat that joke, right? And that's how Sean was born.
What? What'd you even just say?
That's why it's not funny, because it didn't make any sense whatsoever. Now we're sitting here lifelessly, no
I
meaning.
actually do
Why are we
have
still here?
a funny, quite a stupendous story of my retarded.
The fuck did you even say? That's a
Okay,
big ass entrance
so-
for a story.
So, I'm at my friend's house, right?
Yeah.
And their backyard is torn up. Like there's no grass. It's just dirt
Straight
and rocks.
Buku bucks.
Loads of rocks.
Straight Garbo.
And me, him, his sister, my two sisters decided to have a rock fight.
Question: is this Bubba?
You just want to
Yes.
take you an
Okay,
actual
it's
real
Bubba.
story.
Okay.
Actually,
Yes.
let me
No,
give
no,
you.
this is real. This is real. Listen. This
No,
actually happened.
I know it's real,
This-
but like, here's one that
Okay.
I'm like.
Let
if
me
you,
explain. Go ahead.
thank
And then, so I was barefoot, all right, because shoes were annoying me, and when I was
Why
little,
were
I thought
you
barefoot was cool.
barefoot?
This is where it gets
I
funny.
swear, y'all have calluses where you walk on glass, don't feel shit. Yeah, I'm
I take. Is that my story?
What are you
Alright.
talking? What?
I posted on my story.
It was his story.
You see the one with Jimmy Neutron's dad? All these racks.
You wanna go look at my
Just
Instagram?
explain the
Oh,
story,
actually,
dude. Dude's
I took
just
them all
gotta say
down
it.
because I needed to edit those videos.
No wait. Okay.
Brian, if you do
So
not continue
I
with
take
the story.
on my right foot. I took one giant step, and next thing you know, my foot did not connect to the ground. It didn't.
What? Where were you?
My
dude?
right foot did not touch the ground.
Why?
There was, and I quote,
Nigga.
Around one
biscuit.
foot, a 1 foot long
was a
stick
biscuit.
right straight through my foot.
Oh,
Just
I thought it was gonna be a really sharp biscuit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you stepped in like fresh dog shit and it like squished right through your toes. And I was like, oh, alright. It's like brown mush, like potatoes, but it's shitty. And it smells. There I was, in my friend's backyard, barefooted as fuck. I stepped and I landed in a big pile of dog shit. Now I have butt worms. Like,
Sean, you got a story? Sean, you got a story?
you're like, don't go hear that.
This thing work? Sure does. I just oiled it. Beautiful. Give it up, baby.
But when I was talking about stories and like you guys are out here fucking blasting stuff in there. Guys, be quiet. I have a story.
Okay, what is it?
Alex, you know when holes was in Sean's wall?
Yeah, I know.
Bro, when
I was
we were
there.
moving, Sean
I
like
was
shanked the wall like 4 times.
It was like 9 glory holes, dude. It was terrible.
9 anger management classes inside of a wall right there. But that's it. Do you guys have another story? Or no? So there was this kid not Alex. I was about to say Alex. There was this kid Isaac.
It
Right.
was Rick Dass.
Isaac
Bro,
Newton?
he loved throwing rocks for like no reason.
What
But
the
that
fuck?
that doesn't yeah, bro, he dented the
That's
back
the
of my
stuff right
dad's
there.
car once
This
with a
nigga.
rock. But
Look, Mom, I made a real rocket based on the macaroni prototype.
this is like not in like every way. Okay, so listen. So Isaac over here, my ankle is like 2 inches away from this lighter that he's smacking on the ground,
What?
and it literally explodes right next to my foot, but it does nothing to me. All the shrapnel went around my foot.
You're gonna die, dude. Right. I survived.
I'm a survivor.
Also, another time, there was this trash can, right? And me and Sean had smoke bombs. And then Sean, no, I don't even know if, I cannot remember whose idea this was. But he threw it into the trash can and then lit it. And then I think Alex already knows where this is going if he's smart. And then it lit a fire. But Sean over here freaking jumped up the stairs. Do you know how many stairs are on our, Alex, do you remember how high our stairway is to go to our door? Sean, like, he runs in.
Don't tear out my DS.
Bro, I'm actually about to kick Brian out of the party right now.
What?
Right this millisecond.
Trying to listen to stuff and you're like,
Yeah, he's like,
all this
Hey,
extra
imagine-
ass noise, double cheeked up on fucking Sunday afternoon.
I
Yeah.
got one more to say
But
for
freaking-
Dave, just in case he kicks me out.
I was gonna kick you out, dog. Chill.
yeah, I'm not going to. It was just a funny joke. But
You're
so,
gonna say your final words.
Sean puts it in the
I'm
trash
gonna say
can.
hose
Do
mask.
you know? Do you know like how large, like how high the balcony is, quote unquote balcony, of the stairway that goes up? He goes and grabs the fire hydrant and jumps over that, lands and like puts out the fire, and like we were fine.
It's a good way to hurt yourself if you're asking
Okay, Sean, you got any funny stories about you happening, getting injured, being dumb? Fill 'em.
I'm in Iraq.
No, seriously.
What?
for it. Nope.
How'd you get into a Tesla?
I'm just kidding. Alright, look. So I'm chilling in the
There I was, in a Tesla.
With David
Like what?
Dobrik. Okay.
Tesla with Elon Musk.
This nigga.
But anyways, so I'm chilling in the car, and I have 2 smoke bombs. So I light
Oh
them,
no.
and then the car is filled with smoke.
This had a terrible aftermath.
All the ashes from both smoke go on my body. Like both the smoke bombs are
Oh yeah, when you
Nigga, there's no smoke. That's straight, like, potassium died. It's,
lands on my leg.
Yeah.
I get burnt more.
Here's the thing. When you light the smoke bomb, bro, when
are
you
you
light
actually
the
like
smoke bombs,
mental? It's
like
potassium nitrate in a
sparks
fucking
fly out.
like clay
And
ball.
bro, they landed on me and like Sean so many times they would hurt so bad. Sean got in there, started freaking dying by the smoke. And then bro, aftermath,
I'm supposed to
literally
bleed in
2
it.
weeks, I think for like an entire week after that, the freaking, they couldn't use the car because of how bad it smelled.
Good one, out, Sean.
Yeah.
That was
It
that was
starts to
Sean's
smell
idea
like
that
sulfur
time.
dioxide, and it smells like shit. Like
Bro,
when you take a
listen,
shit,
listen.
it smells like shit.
Whatever you do, and I'm being serious, whatever you do, do not visit Germany in 1939. Worst mistake of my life.
You weren't even
You-
alive, my nigga. Like
Yeah,
what?
what?
So
Then,
one
how the
day,
fuck
one
old
day,
are you?
so one day, me, my friend Joseph, and my friend Clayton, we were all vibing, right, in Troy, right, and then we see this giant wooden horse pull up. Like,
Shut
hey,
the fuck up. Shut up. Shut
So,
up.
one time I was right. The one time I actually visited Texas once, right? I visited Dallas, right? I was going down the street in this open car, and I hear a bang. I'm like,
Shut
whoa.
There he was. John
So
Wilkes
I
Booth.
see,
This
I
nigga
see
fired
150
a
army men
ball of
facing
steel
their guns at
into
my forehead.
Abraham's Lincoln. Little did he know that was my dad. This nigga died after a long day watching a play.
I'm chilling in my car, down the street, and I get shot.
My sixth.
And then I get shot in the head, and then my head rolls over and my dice fly.
That's not how decapitation
I
works.
actually,
but
I
hey,
actually
mean,
have a
okay.
story.
So one time.
I actually have a pretty interesting story, not like a joking story.
So
I have
no,
an
so one
actual
time.
story.
So one time, me and my friends, we were vibing, right? You know,
Be an
We're
actual
vibing.
story, please.
we were vibing in China in April
Oh my God,
14th,
of course.
Shut up.
1989.
There I
in
was,
Tiananmen-
9/11 at the bottom, right then and there, just vibing, smoking a fat doink, and
So one time,
his fucking
one-
body came down, Mach 9 speed, splat 30 times. In my head, I was like, fuck, can you drop a pen from the Eiffel Tower, still kill a nigga? No, this nigga is nothing. Like a popcorn blag, flat as shit, right in front of me. This nigga with a small brown stain on the concrete.
so one time, me and my pal. So one time I was vibing.
I just
right,
want
in,
to
like,
tell an
this-
actual story real quick.
and I was vibing in this high school, right?
And
It
the
was
next
really
nigga
old.
dropped. He was fat as fuck. Bounced, came back up, and died.
It's not even fucking hilarious. Keep telling your story. Keep telling your story.
I can't go anywhere. You ruined it.
No,
It
no,
was
I
just
have
a-
a, I
it
have
was
a
a
new, I have
constant
an
train
actual
dog.
story.
I don't know.
I have an actual
No,
story
no,
if
I
I
have
could
an
say it.
actual one too. I have an actual one too, actually.
Okay, so this one.
It's
So I
kinda-
was in
it's not that-
Iraq.
No, no, it's actually serious. So
Smoking
I remember-
joints.
I was actually 11 years old when this happened, right? This house, it was next to a graveyard, right?
Okay.
Bro, I remember how old I was, what my room looked. Okay, so I was laying in bed. My bed was positioned the way to where the top, the headboard of the bed where you lay your head was touching the wall, and the left, right, and yeah, they were touching nothing. And I was 11. I was scared of the dark, so I had a nightlight, right?
Troll. I'm so scared of the dark that night lights don't help me.
So listen, it was 11:32. I can't sleep, right? So I decided to roll. I rolled to my window. It was dark, and I decided to roll back and hit
Some
the door.
black ass nigga outside my window holding fried Twinkies, asking me,
No, listen,
playing
no,
the
listen,
beatbox with them.
My door. Listen, my door was shut the entire time. And then I look, it's open, and I see this tall, I'm talking lanky fella, this absolute unit, standing in my doorway. Nothing. He was all gray.
You
No
know, it's my
face,
dad.
no bot, no like distinguishing clothes. It's all gray, just standing in my doorway. I'm like, oh.
Come you my house then.
And then I grab my 1911 out of my right drawer.
Ah,
And I
funny.
shoot at him and he doesn't move and then he starts
There he was,
walking.
standing
Swag
inside my
style.
door frame. I hop up out the fuck my bed, show this nigga where his room was because his wasn't mine.
So, Alex, how was 9/11? I gotta know.
So
There he was, this nigga from Domino's, making deliveries to the 27th floor, dropped, bounced. There it was said.
Could not Pizza the Hut.
Alex, I have a story.
Bro,
It's actually
yeah,
pretty
kid
good.
to out Pizza the Hut.
So, okay, listen, stop. Okay, so listen. So
Where's
listen,
Sean at, bro?
Listen, okay, listen to my story, okay? So this was at the pool house, right?
Uh-huh.
Who's this? Nope. He's out of here. So here's my story. So this was the pool house, right? We were at the pool house right now, and we had to leave in like a month, 3 months maybe. No, and we told the owner that we were gonna leave 3 months before we were supposed to because this guy wanted us to leave the house fast. But here's the thing. It's nighttime. We're literally in the middle of packing up because we're about to leave. We hear a knock on the door, right? We chilling. We hear a knock on the door. We open it. It's the landlord, right? He's just chilling there, sitting there. He's like,
Yo, force your toes.
I can't remember exactly what happened. I think he was cursing out my parents.
Let's
or
just
he
say he was
just wanted
really
us to leave
mad.
really badly, so he called the cops, and then he probably something happened to that guy.
There he was. This nigga was a crackhead. Holy shit. Like, he's been 400 pounds. On my doorstep, breathing like a fucking hog. You got any extra milk?
No, the way Dave said that, yeah, I had no idea what happened. That man, definitely, no. It's not like he got killed on North 98, exactly October 12th, 2018.
By me.
Who the fuck whose death are you quoting right now, dog? For real.
I don't even know.
Why is that so exact?
In 1998, October 12th.
There I was,
exactly
cornflake in my
yeah.
butt. Like, what? Like,
Y'all ever had freaking
What dreams
Reese's
now?
Puffs with water, bro?
Chief Keef. Chief Keef. Chief Keef.
No. Seriously. No, seriously. I actually gotta think. Have you? What's the? Okay, so I made this food, right? I
Right.
was broke. We were
No.
broke. The paycheck, my dad's paycheck didn't come in yet, right? I was like 12, and the Giorno pizza was like the new hit, bro. Right?
She was ass.
Say psych right now.
Giorno pizza.
What I'm about to tell you will be even worse.
Fuck that nigga,
I
yeah.
was dummy hungry, right? I'm like, yo, I'm an African shot up in here. And so, I decided to grab a nice slice of bread,
Sorry, I'm gonna say after this.
pizza sauce, string cheese, and pepperoni slices.
This nigga. Stop.
And boy, was it scrumptious.
It was DiGiorno.
Okay,
The
I got another story.
The broke.
This ain't DiGiorno, this is the broke.
Fuck, I don't want that.
Okay, so I have another story.
Disposable rocket
So
launcher.
here I
You
am
had,
chilling, trying to sleep at the first house that we moved into. I just feel like a lot of stories happened at the first house. So at the first house that I moved into, I was chilling, just vibing, and then I wake
smoking a
up.
doobie.
I
Look at a big doobie.
out of my sleep, and then
This nigga, Kyle.
because I sleep on my side, and I usually sleep on my right side, which was facing the wall.
Right.
Whatever side was facing the wall, so I can like rest my arm on the wall while I'm sleeping. So, and I'm chilling, and I wake up and I look behind me. We got this black. I think I've already told both of you guys before, but we got this black girl figure just chilling, peeking out at me. Hair is not moving. She's literally on pause, and her hair is not moving, and she's just like,
Like
chilling. She's
what?
in light. So I don't know how she was still like dark, like she was in light, but And then I was chilling, and then I obviously, as the little kid should do, ran to my parents. So, and then I survived. And then I went back, and then she wasn't
I
there.
survived.
So one day, I was in court, right?
What?
Bro, I was in court for a thing called the numeric trials. I don't know. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. You know?
Stop.
And
I was in court
war-
for like something called a mass murder. Yeah, I don't know anything.
Hey, bro.
Killed about
Those are-
3.1 million people, and
Rose-
my ratio is 3.1 million to 1.
Roses are red, and violets are blue. I have 13 counts of home invasion between the years of 2001 and 2002.
Nigga, what? Transcend. So I have 2 ceremonial
So-
daggers, and my proc coefficient is higher than anything else.
So I was chilling. Actually,
Hold on.
this happened twice. Actually. So I was chilling with Nate, one of my cousins. He's like the smallest person I know.
Smokes
Um,
crack.
So I was chilling. We were chilling on this couch, right? Because I was bored as crap. We were chilling on the couch. We were watching scary freaking videos, which I absolutely hate, but I still do it when Nate's over. And we were chilling, right? And then all of
Right.
a sudden, this
This
lightning
nigga whipped out his
strike.
pee-pee.
It's like this
He
lightning
started to
bolt.
bend me over and put it in my ear.
Let me just say, that thing was pretty.
Okay, so and
Then
then,
we'll meet up
okay,
out here on Thursday.
sit up. Okay,
DiGiorno pizza.
okay, so,
You all time ready.
okay, so we were chilling, and then lightning strike decides to hit the freaking power cable at the side of our house, and it's like boom. So all the power
Something
goes
like
out.
that.
Brian's power went out as well, and we were just like chilling, and then we were terrified, and then we weren't terrified, and then we were terrified. But then eventually the power went back on. And this happened the second
so-
time with Sean and Allie, and also happened.
Y'all want to do a run on Risk of Rain?
I'm already doing a run. What the?
That
Don't
sucks. You
uh,
That sucks. We're gonna join on you.
30. I'm doing a solo.
Don't care, then ask.
Can't jump. I just punched through one. This little guy had 21,000 health, right? I just one punched him.
Alright, Dave, let's wait for Alex to get done with his little run.
No, I'm quitting.
Are you
Okay,
serious?
go. Dave, get
Let's
on.
still talk
Yeah,
stories,
because
homie.
when
Yeah, we
I
can talk
play,
stories while we play.
I don't end.
But I like
Don't
playing
end
stuff that
anything.
isn't distracting, like Minecraft.
Dave, let's just play this for a little bit, because I really want to do a run.
Okay, screen 2 activate. So, there I was, chilling on my balcony, and then I feel a presence behind me, and then I get thrown off of the balcony. But seriously, here I am. Listen. Okay, so here I am, chilling at the hotel that I am